Hello guys, how are you? Today I want to talk about how I passed the theory driving uh, examination or test or Prüfung, how I passed it here in Germany. Here in Germany, to make a driving license is very expensive. It's very expensive, and you can spend up to 1,500 to 3,000. It depends to how much of driving lessons or hours you're going to have. But the first thing you need to do is first you need to pass the theory exam, and the theory exam is what is going to make you to take the practical exam. And I want to give you 10 tips how I passed my theory exam. My first tip is that I don't understand so much the language. I am still trying. What I did first was that I go through this book. They normally gave you this book. I go through this book. I read all of it, page by page, all of it, and I even use a translator to translate some of the words that I don't understand. And I also did my exams. In my theory exam, I also did it in English, and it was very easy for me. I read through the book that I can understand, because you can't have everything from the app, because they're also going to give you this book and they're also going to give you an app. You can't learn everything from this app. When you read through the book and you read through the app, and then you're going to understand. This is my first tip. And my second tip was that I look so much of videos in YouTube. I find so much of interesting videos in YouTube, and I also learn from this video. I also take notes. I also take jottings, and also this also helped me. I make a jottings for myself, like for example like this. You can see it clearly. This is how to use a handbrake, what and what to do, how to use the 3 type of brakes. And because there's some of this question, I make a whole like six pages. Every one have the front and the back. I make like this, like 6 pages, all what I need to know. And also I look more than 20 or 30 videos before I went for the exam. And my third tip is that read every day, no matter what. Every day read this, read through the app and try to understand. And my fourth tip is that you need to make an exam for yourself, because there's an exam in this app. When you study from this app, also make some notes, make some notes, and also make an exam. I think there's 30 exams in this app. Make maybe each and every day, make maybe one exam, and see how far you have studied. And my other tip is that make sure also that you learn everything, like in English, and we normally say that you normally keep it in your head. Like for example, learn everything that, even when you, like for example, when you was in primary school, most things we normally read it and we keep it in our head, and we can just say like that. For example, like poems, read everything from your head, so that you can be able to answer this question. The questions, there's so much. It's like 1,016 questions, and you need to study all these questions. You need to know them in your head. And this question, you need to study them. You can't study 1-2 weeks and said you're going to take this exam. You're not going to pass. Take my other tip is that take like 2 months or 2 months and a half or 3 months. Don't rush to go for the exam. Take your time. Make sure that when you have studied everything, when you know that you have studied everything and you know you're comfortable, and then you can go for the exam. And my other tip is that when you know that you're not comfortable, you can pass all the what I wanted to say, all the questions. When you know that you're still failing some questions, try to learn more harder so that you can have this what I wanted to say was that make sure that you learn all this question so that you know that you're very comfortable. Don't miss out anything when you're making the exam. If you see that you're not passing 5-10 questions, don't even try it. Don't even say that I want to go for the exam until you're comfortable. And my other tip is that in the exams, you are going to be given only 30 questions. And from this 30 questions, you only need to have 10 points. You're only going to be fail 10 points. You're only allowed to fail 10 points. And you're supposed to have 90 points. 90 points. When you have 12 points, you're failed. Make sure that you have maybe you fail 6 points, but not more than 10 points. When you fail more than 10 points, you're failed. Even if you have 12, even if you fail 12 points, you're failed. Make sure you study very well. And my other tip is that I don't even know how much I have counted, because I said 10 tips. And my other tip is that make sure also when you're learning this question, make sure that you do it every day. Take 2 hours to learn intensively, and also take maybe another time anywhere you are. Make sure you learn this so that you can be comfortable with it. Because if you don't have time to study this, you can take so long to pass this exam, and to study 116 questions and answer off your head only for an exam. You don't even know where the answers or where the questions are going to come from. This means that you need to learn everything. My other tip is that don't miss any questions. Learn everything from the first question to 116. Learn everything. And my other tip is that the videos that are there in the app, make sure you watch each and every video. Make sure you learn the videos. Make sure you learn what the video is trying to tell you. Make sure you learn it and study it very well. For me, my problem was the signs, the directions and the signs. If this car is coming this way and you are there, what you need to know. And also my problem was traffic light also. So you need to study this also very well. The traffic signs, the road signs, and who needs to wait when one